viral personality and former public official Baltasar Ebang Engonga appeared before a Malabo court Monday as his high-profile corruption trial entered a decisive phase. Engonga, ex-Director General of the National Finance Investigation Agency (ANIF), has been held at Black Beach Prison since September of 2024. He faces charges including embezzlement, abuse of power, and unlawful enrichment during his time as head of Directorate General of Insurance and Reinsurance DGARO between 2015 and 2020. Prosecutors allege Engonga orchestrated a sophisticated scheme to siphon public funds for personal use. They have requested a combined sentence of over 18 years and a fine exceeding 910 million francs, approximately $1.5 million. Alongside a ban from ever holding public office. 6 other former senior officials, including Camelo Julio Matogo Undong and Florentina Igange, are also standing trial in connection with the alleged corruption ring. Engonga's legal team maintains that the charges are politically motivated and has challenged the credibility of the prosecution's evidence. The trial continues this week with a verdict expected in the coming days. Engonga was on the news last year, trending for, having high-profile sexual relations. What are your thoughts on this report? Do you think? Do you think this is a diversion of the real?
It's a big diversion because they've looked at the whole basis and the whole cases of whatever sexual issues that came up last year, and they found out that the man didn't force anybody. There was no rape, so there was no criminality, or there was no crime in quotes committed by this man. But
then again, if you say there was no crime, there were videos being made, and some people did claim they didn't know there were videos.
They will tell you that they didn't know there were videos being made. Now, I never watched any of those videos. It was intentional. You understand me? Because personally, I'm so careful what I allow, into my mind. But if you look at the side talks I had, and some, some persons that when they talk to you about something, it will be as if you were there.
Right.
So some of those side talks and some of the explanations, some of the stories I heard, lets me know that some of those ladies knew that there were videos, and most of them didn't know that maybe there were agreements reached. For me, this is politics at play. These are some of the aggrieved senior members that their wives, in quote, were affected by this and now trying to get back at him. Because if this man now is to open his mouth, also, some of the people that are trying to sentence him now may also all be corrupt and also have financial issues too that they are misappropriated.
All right.
Do you understand me? So for me, this is just a diversion. This is just, let it just be said that finally we dealt with him for doing this to us.
So you think the case is more based off of him having coitus with people's wives in the upper echelon as opposed to...
Yes.
But they said he did misappropriate from 2015 to 2020. That was even a different office.
What about the current office?
He still misappropriated there also. So
so why are they now stressing on those ones?
They're bringing all his cases to
Look
bear.
at what they told
What
you
are your thoughts as regards this 18 years?
That's what I'm saying. For me, I just pray that 18 years he will be able to survive the 18 years inside that place. So because this kind of stuff, you just to get him out, get him in there, and then they do away with him. Because this guy knows so much. He knows so much. You see, what could give him the boldness to do the things he did? Because if you look at the narratives behind everyone he slept with, he didn't just sleep with random women. He didn't just sleep with random women. If you listen to the stories, he didn't sleep with just maybe one girl out there. He slept with high-profile wives, daughters of high-profile men in the country. Then what was he looking for, or what were those women trying to cover up? Because this needs two ways. You see, we are crucifying this man alone now, but the truth of the matter is that man never put gun on any of those ladies to come.
At least not in the videos.
At least not in the videos. And never there was never any of the ladies that came out to say, "Oh, he forced me." Every one of them that came out to talk will always say how they admired him, how they hate. Now, if you check all, you find out that this thing is deeper than this thing they're trying to do. I just feel that they just want to, because they know that if they kill him now, if they kill him, if we just hear that he's dead, the world will be like, what's going on here?
Right.
So I feel that this is just a subtle way to take him out of the scene, and then maybe create one situation inside that place.
Now let's bring this home to Nigeria. Baltasar is said to be related to the president, right? And he's about to probably go down for 18 years. If something similar happened in Nigeria as regards corruption, do you think it will go the same way, where the person will be prosecuted and try to be brought to book? Or do you think it will be swept under the carpet?
Nigeria, if this kind of thing happen here, and with the kind of women that were involved, there will be no better. Is it Baltasar or Baltasar by now? Yeah. There won't be any need for any court prosecution. In fact, you won't even hear it in the news. You will just hear obituary. So and so is dead. You will not know what happened. The truth of the matter is that Nigeria is a very wonderful place. That if this thing happened, like let's say it happened, confirmed, videos released, and president's daughter involved. Okay, it might not even be the president, it's president's son that will handle him first of all for doing this. No, leave it. For me, let's put it this way: in Nigeria, and in different countries of the world, the truth is that there is corruption. There is corruption, and there is corruption. Now, as long as you are wrong, and you are not. You have never protected the interest of the powers that be. You'll be left out there to dry. But if it doesn't matter what, because let's say Nigeria now, with everything that we see in this country, the moment you join the ruling party, your sins are forgiven.
Why is that?
That's politics for you. Because politics in Nigeria is a politics of interest. He protected my interest the last 2 years when I did this, and now I'm in power. I pay him back. Let it be. And that thing, let it be, is not as if they are wiping that slate up. It's just keeping it somewhere to also use that to control you, to do the next thing they want you to do. That's how politics in Nigeria is. And that's why we need a system. I'm not here to campaign for anybody, but that's why one of the people that have been coming out for, in quotes, vying for election for some time now in Nigeria, why the man is a little bit different and why it looks as if even some persons will hardly support him is because they don't have any dirty thing in code that they can use to control him, to make him do their bidding for them. You understand me? The man, for now, because if they've gotten any record so far, I believe that they would have brought it out in the press. You understand me? But now, if the politics of Nigeria is this, I come after you, I say, you must give account of this. 1 week later, you get a call from EFCC and says, I remember that year, that day, this day, that day that you did this and did that and did this. If you don't stop, if you don't back down on this matter, we will let this go public. You now remember that, he that must come to equity must come with clean hands. Now your hands are not clean. What happens now? The same person that was shouting and saying, crucify him, will now say, I didn't know what came over me then. No, I was misled, but now I'm seeing better now. That's the problem with our politics, because everybody has one skeleton in the cupboard. So when you come to hold me accountable, I open your cupboard and say, remember last 3 years you did this, so you want me to bring up this? Then you just keep quiet. That's why even in the Senate, even in our House of Representatives, you can hardly see any of the senators, any of the House of Representatives members standing against any wrong policy and standing truth till the end. Because the moment you start, you will find out that they will bring out something about you, something else. EFCC will send for you. This is not what was happening before. I remember Ojizokalu then. Before we knew it, we had EFCC that. It's not the same person that is now supporting the whole. There's a whole lot. That's why I'm just praying and saying, God, give us men, give us people who have succeeded at different levels that will decide to vie for election, not people who public office made. Because that's what we're having a problem we're having. We're not having men who have succeeded in certain areas of life. Now, they now feel like, okay, yeah, I've built this company, I've built this business. I've succeeded serving in this public office before now. Now, I think I've retired now, and I want to bring in my expertise to be able to, the wisdom I've learned, the skill I've gotten, to see how I can be able to invest it in my nation and help my nation
Are those people going to be capable of winning elections?
See, that's the problem. Because these people won't even allow you come in if you don't have any skeleton in your cupboard. Because that is the only way they can control you. Because when they don't have anything they can hold against you, they can't control you, so they can't allow you come in. That's the problem we're having in our politics.